Obviously, sitting up here today disappointed. I feel like Saturday we let one slip away. We had a chance to win that ball game, but we failed to execute when it mattered most. I was, however, proud of the way that the guys fought and competed. They never gave up. Looked like some of them wanted to on the sideline, but now we got enough guys that refused to give up, so the team didn't give up. We had some bright spots. I think Braxton came in off the bench, ready to go, had a really good day. I think we were able to do some good things, but ultimately that game came down to coaching, clock management. I didn't have them prepared, so I got to get better. And as long as these guys keep fighting, we'll have a chance. I'm encouraged by what I saw from this team, but if we can just get a little bit better coaching, then we'll be able to win some games this year. There's no such thing as a moral victory in this program. We let one get away, period, point blank, and we can't do that. Winning is hard enough, so we can't do that. We got to take North Carolina A&T off the schedule. That's through making mistakes and through bad coaching. I ain't need to watch the film to see that. I saw that on the field. Got our butt kicked up front. The game was on the line, and they lined up somebody across from us, and we got our butt kicked. That's what happened. I mean, I don't think when you get knocked 2-3 yards in the backfield that the height of the kick really matters. It was penetration. The guy was standing in the backfield. The kick was low, but when it's a kick that's a little bit further out, the trajectory is going to be low naturally. But, if we stop those guys at the line of scrimmage like we're coached to do, then that's not an issue. Well, we got to make chicken. We made tofu. That wasn't chicken. We say stop the run. We gave up. And then when you look at it, we gave up I think it was like 250 yards of total offense. 193 came on 3 plays. An 82-yard pass where we just simply didn't cover the guy we knew we were supposed to cover. We didn't. And 2 50-plus yard runs where it was just a guy that wasn't where he was supposed to be. You take those 3 plays away, that's 59 yards total offense against a team that's coming off a conference championship and a playoff berth. So, but that's what matters. Those 3 plays, that's what wins and loses games. So we got to get back to making chicken. We can't allow people to run the football on us. We can't turn the ball over. And then, when we put the ball on the ground, they recovered it. They had quite a few. I think they had 3 fumbles. They recovered theirs. So, we didn't do a good job of taking the ball away either. And then in the kicking game, it came down to the kicking game. We got a kick blocked. So we got to get back to making chicken. I think they understand that's how you win. We can't make tofu no more, and we can't beat A&T and our opponent. We'll never be that good, and especially, this week when you're playing a Power 4 opponent like UCF, if you give them what we gave Tennessee State, it'll get ugly. So, we got to fix. We got a lot to fix. Well, I mean, I wanted to be in this program where every week is a competition. I think Braxton did earn the opportunity to start this week. And like I said before, I trust both of those guys. I think both of those guys are good quarterbacks. I think both of them can win football games. So when Champ was struggling, I didn't hesitate at all to go to Braxton because I believe he's a winner and he can play. He's a competitor, and he stepped up. Definitely can't beat ourselves. We got to, make chicken. We got to stop the run, protect the football, win a kicking game. We also got to eliminate explosives. We can't allow these guys to have one-play scoring drives and get chunks of 60 and 70 yards. We got to make them earn it. And if you make people earn it, you give yourself a chance because, generally offenses are going to make a mistake at some point. It's hard to go 8-10 plays consistently. So if we can make them do that, eventually they're going to make a mistake and we'll give ourselves a chance. But we can't beat ourselves. We've got to take ourselves off the schedule. We got to make sure that we're executing. We got to do all the things that don't require talent, like communicating. And if we can do those things, then we'll have a chance. And that's all you can ask for is a chance. A&T 4. Because we wanted to show respect to the A&T 4. And we got another decal on our white helmets. It's the state of North Carolina with A&T in the middle. And Kevin Dorsey is the one that he provided those for us. But we talked and wanted to do something unique, and we felt like honoring the A&T 4 would be something that nobody else in the country can have on the front of their helmets, because we're the only ones. So we want to honor their legacy. Well, you know, the A&T 4 were 4 young freshmen that changed the world. And that's what I'm trying to get our guys to understand. Like, we're trying to change this program. And it doesn't matter what classification you are. You got to step out on faith, go to work. And if we do that, we can change the trajectory of this program. But some of that is, you know, we feel like a certain quarterback can execute a play that we're trying to run better. So, you know, that's already in the game plan. And we had already planned on playing both of those guys. But when we saw that Champ was struggling and turning the ball over, now we know people are going to make mistakes. So, you know, I don't want guys to go out there and think that you can't make a mistake, but you can't make 2 or 3 of them. So, you know, once we got to 2, I said it's time to give, you know, Braxton his opportunity, and he went in there and played really well for us. Yeah, absolutely. Champ is composed. He's a composed guy. He had a bad day. You know, made some bad plays. I don't know anybody that's never had a bad day. So, like I told him, I still believe in you, and your teammates still believe in you. But you know, this is a team. So your bad day can't lead to us having a bad day. So if you're having a bad day, we got to go with somebody that can give us a chance, opportunity to win. He's a competitor. Looked in his eyes. You can see he's got a burning desire to compete. He wants to be great. He knows that he can be great. And you know, and the talent is there. I mean, he's got arm talent. He's a big kid that's way faster than you think. He tried to run somebody over, drop his shoulder. You know, so he's a fiery competitor, and you know, I think the best is yet to come. But that again, that's on me, because I didn't communicate effectively to the coordinator. My plan is always going to be to win. I don't play for no ties. But you know, we ran the ball, and we didn't have a play ready to go right after that. So some time started burning. So I said, we got to call a timeout. And so we called a timeout. Then we took a shot. And then that shot was on 3rd down. We tried to hit a Monty on the slot fade, and you know that we didn't complete that. So at that point, now we got to go for the tie. But I'm not a tie guy. I want to try to win. So that's what I mean. That's poor clock management, poor communication by me. That's something I got to improve. Make sure that we're on the same page. But you know, we're all growing. A lot of us. This is the first time we've ever worked together. So. We might not know each other. Like Coach Jones and I, you know, we've been together 3 years now, so I know what he's going to say. He knows what I'm going to say beforehand. Coach McGee and I, we'll get better. I'll do a better job of communicating and getting us on the right page. But yeah, I wanted to go down and try to win the game, especially in the position that we're in now. Like what do we got to lose? We're playing with house money. Let's go win it, baby. So yeah, I just got to do a better job. Well, I always believe you can look in a man's eyes and see what he's about. You know, like I tell the captains when we go out for pregame coin toss, look them in their eyes. They look away, you know you got them. And they didn't flinch. That's what I saw. I looked in their eyes, they didn't flinch. They were ready to go, and they kept fighting. It would have been easy to give up, especially what we've been through the past couple of years. It'd be easy to quit. And we're not going to do that anymore. And I'm just proud of the way that they kept fighting. Now we just got to play better, and we got to coach better. And if we do those 2 things, then we'll get some victories. And they kept telling me to challenge it. But I've talked to the officials before the game. When you're playing a game like that, they review every play. So a lot of times when you see the officials standing over the ball and it looks like they're holding things up, they're giving review a time to look at it and see if it's worth reviewing. So they're trying to keep you from using a challenge. But you can call a timeout and use a challenge. But I didn't see a situation during the game where I felt like I needed to do that, because they do a great job of communicating with you. They're like, Coach, they're looking at it right now. So that's what the holdup is. And they kept telling me to challenge it. But I've talked to the officials before the game. When you're playing a game like that, they review every play. So a lot of times when you see the officials standing over the ball and it looks like they're holding things up, they're giving review a time to look at it and see if it's worth reviewing. So they're trying to keep you from using a challenge. But you can call a timeout and use a challenge. But I didn't see a situation during the game where I felt like I needed to do that, because they do a great job of communicating with you. They're like, Coach, they're looking at it right now. So that's what the holdup is.
I know there was one time near the goal line where it looked like you might have gotten in and they kind of blew the play dead. That wasn't anything you reviewed, I think.
Coach Barlow wanted to review Braxton's touchdown. He was trying to review that, but no, I didn't. We had a good crew out there. They did a great job of communicating, and that makes games go a lot smoother when you have officials that communicate effectively with you. And, you know, they got a hard job themselves, but you know, they had us informed of every situation, so there was no need to challenge anything. RBU, that's what we call ourselves here at A&T. We started that, well, it might have been before that, but I think it was maybe 2017 or something like that. Because of the rich legacy of running backs that we have here, we feel like we're second to none as far as the legacy of running backs. So everybody, and this is exclusive, everybody can't get this. You got to be a member of RBU to get it. We might put some on sale later for the general public, but it's for all the guys that played the position. They've done a good job of providing the shirts for them. I've got a couple of these. I asked Mo, because I saw Shamik Blizzard with one on. I said, Blizz, where did you get that? I need one. And then I saw Mo at practice, and he said, I'll bring you some over, and they dropped some over. Next time I come, I'm gonna bring the card of the girls who make this, because it's really high quality. It's really good stuff. And I wear it underneath my shirt pregame, like this is my. Well, I ain't gonna say it's good luck, because it wasn't this one, but this it's gonna be the one that I wear under my game gear every day.